gentlemen, the one and only Bob Zaney. Bob Zaney.
Oh, thank you. That was so unexpected. You really are short, Bernie. Oh, it's broken too. How about that? Woo! I'm very excited about being here tonight because, you know, you start out in show business. So many people tell you, Bob, you'll never perform in a back alley in Pasadena. Well, I've arrived, baby. Everything goes the way I got planned. I'll be at the Sizzler in West Covina in no time. I'll be at the Sizzler in West Covina in no time. I had a busy day. I have a lot going on in my life. I was up at 4:30 this morning, hit the snooze alarm till noon. Was exhausted, took a nap. I was really tired. A lot of people ask me if Bob Zaney's my real name, and I'll be honest, it isn't. My real name is Grandpa Munster. No, my real name is Big Dick McGee. You gotta love a mom that names you Big Dick. That's a woman with a vision problem. And woman with a vision problem. I had a busy day today. I went to Radio Shack. I like Radio Shack because of their motto. They say, if you got questions, we got answers. So I asked some questions. If I hug a cop, would that be taking the law into my own hands? If a cop arrests a mime, does he have the yeah. Thank you. Does he have the right to remain silent? You see when you screw a joke up, how it's important not to go back to it? What did Stevie Wonder's parents tell him so he wouldn't masturbate? You're really going to have to think about these, folks. Can an orphan eat at a family restaurant? They shouldn't be allowed. I'm going to be telling some jokes a little later on. Right now, I just got to get this lecture out of the way. Sally Struthers called. You can pick up your diploma. Hey, is it just me or is Sally Struthers getting bigger and bigger in those commercials? Looks like she ate some of those starving kids. And the flies. Anyway. Oh, boo eating flies, but it's okay to eat starving kids? Let's get our comedy priorities down, folks. How you doing, sir? Good to see you. What is your name? Rick, what do you do for a living? Sure, check around with someone. What do you do? You're a doctor, aren't you? Yeah, what do you do for a living? You're in sales. What do you sell? Usually, Rick, a salesman would be enthusiastic about the product. They wouldn't go back to the Bible terms. You're not very successful at what you do, are you? Is that your boss right there? What does he sell, ma'am? Telecommunications. It's important to have speech in telecommunications. So what do you sell, phones or something like that? Or? Networks? How much can I get ABC for? your name, sir?
John.
John, nice to meet you. What do you do for a living?
A lawyer.
See how he knew. Are you a good lawyer?
Yeah, damn good.
What kind of law do you practice?
Aviation.
Aviation law, so, yeah. I guess most of your clients are dead, huh? Mr. Smith wanted to be here, but he had the Super Saber fare. John, they always say to get a good lawyer, don't they? Get that good lawyer. Who looks for a bad one? Look, I've been framed for murder and I kind of want to die on this. I hear you're the guy. See, I have a good lawyer. He's an entertainment personal injury attorney. So if I ever get rear-ended by Jim Neighbors, I'm covered. But he's not an ambulance chaser. You know, he doesn't like chase after people. He does advertise on car airbags. That is the greatest joke I've ever written. Good people. A lot of fascinating studies out now. Did you know there's a high suicide rate among dentists? How many dentists do we have here tonight? See? I'm not sure of the actual number, Bill. I think it's 4 out of 5. A lot of studies. 69% of all Americans think they have an angel looking over their shoulder. And the other 31% shot them thinking they were intruders. Oh, this is a new study out. The making of sperm decreases your lifespan. Yeah, John, did you know that? The making of sperm decreases your lifespan. So talk about taking your life in your own hands. Guys like to masturbate. It's called marriage. Yeah, the single guys are booing, the married guys are going, yeah. A lot of pessimistic men are likely to die early. I just fucking knew it. And scientists have actually located the fat gene, the gene that causes obesity in people, and they know it's the fat gene because it's ugly and has a really good personality. Oh, is that bad? Is that mean and cruel? I should be more sensitive about it? Yeah. I used to actually be big. I used to weigh 350 pounds at one point in my life, so I kind of, you don't believe me? No, well, I have a photo actually right here. I used to be really big, and it's very fat. Well, this isn't the photo.
Were you a triangle?
Yeah. That was me right there. I used to be really big, and yeah. In fact, I'll tell you how big I was. This photo used to fit in my wallet. See, when you're that size, people think when you eat that you're messy and you get food all over yourself, and that's just not true because you don't get that size by missing. I was big, baby. I saw a bumper sticker that said, "Lose weight now, ask me how." So I asked the guy, he said, "Go on a diet, you fat pig." Thanks for laughing at my emotional scar. I was big. I went to a fat farm. They made it a ranch. When I danced, the band skipped. The band skipped. How the hell did I lose you on that one? I had a sunken bathtub and a sunken toilet. I wrote a diet book called Fuck It. I had a cholesterol test. They found bacon. Big chunks of it, baby. This is a true story, too. I'm really big, and I'm with this woman, and she says, Bob, you lose 100 pounds, I'll fuck you. I said, if I lost 100 pounds, I wouldn't want to fuck you. It's now or never, baby. Now it's time to let go, folks. We must all move on. You know, I think it was Franklin Delano Roosevelt who said, all we have to fear is Eleanor naked. How you doing, sir? What is your name? In fact, we lost a lot of our china we got for our wedding in the earthquake, and my wife was really pissed because now she has nothing to throw when we fight. I knew that was going nowhere, but I'm that good. You know what? I like walking around with an unlit cigar. You know why? Because you get that stressed out non-smoker come up to you and go, hey, you can't light that in here. Well, that's probably why it's not lit, Sparky. Now why don't you go in the corner and have a mini stroke? It's not secondhand smoke's gonna kill you, it's just stress, worrying about it. These are the same people who drink tap water and go jogging behind buses. My doctor's taught me about stress. He says, every ailment I've ever gone to the man for, it's stress-oriented. And I said, hey, look, Doc, I got these chest pains. He said, Bob, it's stress. I said, Doc, it's a fucking bullet wound. He says, I know, the person who shot you must have been really stressed out. I can't win. You feel like you can't win in life, John? You feel like that once in a while being a lawyer? Sure, you can't win. I went to a 1-hour photo, they had 30-minute parking. You're going to have to do the math on some of these. I can't wait. I went out to breakfast, ordered pigs in a blanket. They brought me a picture of my parents in bed. Oh, boo. They're my parents. You didn't have to live them for 29 years. I love my mom, though. You know how your mom tells you something when you're a kid you never forget? 7 years old, I'll never forget this. My mom said to me, she said, Big Dick? You didn't see that coming, did you? It's my gift. She said, treat everybody like they're your brother and you'll get along fine in life. And I think that's great advice for any child, but as you get older, you realize that doesn't work in the real world. Treat everyone like they're your brother. A lot of people get offended when you pick your nose and make them eat it. And what is your name, ma'am?
Josie.
Josie, and what do you do for a living, Josie?
I'm a sales secretary at a funeral home.
At a funeral parlor. So you're a sales secretary. So how do you like talk someone into buying like a bigger casket? You know, he's already dead. Let's go ahead and go all out. You have to be really sensitive, don't you, at that moment, huh? Not really? Do you say things like, "Ah, the fucker had it coming"? I bet the last day of work you'll do that, Josie. You know, that's the beauty of what I get to do. I'm just having fun with you, but, you know, in real life, I couldn't do what I do now. You know, I think it was the French novelist Balzac who said, my friends, yeah, that's it, I don't see you now. Connie, John's a lawyer. Yeah. So, yeah, he's a good lawyer. He said so, yeah. It's kind of a cheesy, like, Visa card you got there. I was expecting like a gold card or something like that. What is that? Orange County Federal. I don't think that credit card's good. They went bankrupt. Something about the waiters at the Disneyland restaurants not claiming their tips. Rick, I have to point something out. You are so comfortable. You've had your feet up on the stage. Why don't you just spread your legs and yell buffet? Gotta have fun in life. You guys like doing fun things? Oh, that's okay, but I think we're a big group. You gotta really give it up. You like doing fun things? Okay, fun to do. Go up to a hitchhiker. Yeah, ask the hitchhiker where they're going, and when they tell you, say, okay, well, tell me that you're coming. Go to a drive-thru burger place, person on the loudspeaker says, can I help you? Say, no, I'm just looking. You know, you got some cars backing up here. John, have you ever been pulled over by a police officer?
Once or twice.
Okay, next time this happens, this is fun to do. Next time you get pulled over by a cop and he says, I need to see your driver's license. Lunge for the glove compartment and yell, you're not going to take me alive. Give it a shot. I'm sure they will. This is fun to do. Families on vacation. Next time you see one of those hotels that say kids stay free, take them into the lobby and tell them you'll be at the Marriott. I'll never forget, I called him up to tell him I bought a house. I said, hey, Grandpa, I'm a homeowner now.
It's okay, Bobby. We still love you.
No, Grandpa, I'm a homeowner.
Well, wear a condom.
No, Grandpa, I'm a homeowner.
We'd like to meet the young fella.
I said, Grandpa, do you think I'm saying homosexual?
What, did you buy a house? Is that where you and the young fella are gonna live? You little homeowner.
You know what I found out about my house? It's infested with carpenter ants. And to make matters worse, they're union. You can't get rid of them. You have to find things for them to do. Or the red ants show up. That's a good joke. I'm sorry. Some jokes I do for me. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's only fair. I've asked you all a lot of questions, so if you have any questions for me, I'm more than happy to answer them. So go right ahead. I read a lot. Anything you want to... Any kids? No, we actually have dogs, which are a lot like kids. Because my wife loves these dogs. Oh, I think more than me. She lets them get away and murder around the house. Little Norman, our dog. Yeah, Norman, he's the cutest. Comes running into the living room. That's enough, lady. Norman has enough emotional problems right now. Comes running to the living room with a turd in his mouth. And she's just laughing and laughing. When I do it, she says, I'm sick and need help. Any other questions? Anything? Well, wait 1 second. What was that, ma'am? I'm sorry?
Whose turn was it?
What the hell do you mean by that? What did you mean by that, ma'am? It's kind of neat being in your own little world, isn't it? Oh, once in a while you have to check in with Zoltar. He's the supreme being. But you know what? I bet Zoltar has to check in with somebody. Because we all just don't get away with just being our own people. Think about it. I mean, I bet he's married. I am Zoltar, supreme being. Yes, dear? And you had a question over here, ma'am. I'm sorry, I didn't. We had the heckler. I don't mind heckling, ma'am. Just get writers. Yes. Well, I'll tell you this about my hair, okay? Don't drink alcohol and use the Flowbee. You just... But you know what? I'm losing my... What was that, ma'am? Jose Iber. You recommend him to cut my hair? A man who wears a hat all the time? Oh, I think that's a logical choice. You were fucking fooled by him, aren't you? He what? Yeah. You want me, don't you? See, this isn't really clip-on hair. I'm losing my hair, but I'm not one of these guys who are losing their hair on their head and then to compensate have hair growing everywhere else on their body. In fact, I have a receding pubic line. I got a little Hitler mustache over my penis. He was the bad guy in World War II. Any other questions from the audience? Anything you want to ask?
What do you do for a living?
Bitch. Think about it. You should never really get upset over what others say to you. The only control you have is the way you react. So next time you park somewhere and they say, hey, you can't park there, how about that? We're going to have a little breakfast. Why don't you call a tow truck and get busy? You go to the doctor, he says, you know, your blood pressure is a little high. How about that? So are your fees. I told that joke in Canada and I got nothing. A cop pulls you over and says, you know, you just ran a red light. How about that? Why don't you give me a ticket badge, boy? I'm going to kick back and listen to some tunes. You know, I'm at in my life, I'm questioning right and wrong. Now, John, you being a lawyer, you must do this all the time. No, do you question right and wrong? All the time. Good for you. And I know what's wrong, John, but my feeling is if it's so wrong, who's it going to hurt? Let me ask you if this is so wrong. When you wake up in the morning and the cat's licking your penis, and you don't push it away, is that so wrong? Hey, I didn't provoke it. I don't want to hurt little Tabby's feelings. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Daddy's got you a tender riddle. Babe, babe, thank you. You've been fantastic. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Let's be honest, I need the cash. Had a lot of damage at my house from the earthquake in Van Nuys, and you folks are helping me out. I hope you enjoy the tape. I really do, but if you don't, well, how about that?